Welcome to Master Self. My name is Leon Meredith, and I was born and bred in Great Cleveland, Ohio, United States. I have a product I have named Master Self. This is a beautiful and authentic product that teaches, guides, and loves all of us into the knowledge of mastering our physical and merging it with our spiritual and mental. It is largely based on the physical and what we put in our body that fuels our mental and spiritual. Without further ado, I would like to start the first lesson. I ask you to begin to breathe in a certain way. Breathe as slowly as possible. Not only as slowly as possible, as easy as possible. I ask you to continue to do this during the course of the video as long as you can. Don't worry if you forget and slip up. Just re-engage with the motion. As we breathe slowly, we trying to, in essence, make our inhale separate from our exhale, just elongate it as long as possible. Here's one breath for me. And out. We don't want to get to the point where we forcing it and at any juncture. So as you breathe in, it's not where you're trying to overfeel yourself. You want to get to a point and slowly ease it out. This is something I studied extensively from a lot of ancient writings. You see, we in America and many parts of the world are breathing unconsciously, when at some points throughout the history of humans, they used to breathe practicing this type of methods that they use in yoga or different mantras. It's important to try to elongate the breathing as long as we can to support efficient organ workings. You see, we breathe so short, we don't fully engage our organs. We don't utilize as much oxygen as we could be. We only use, the most of us, 6 compartments within our body, when we have 17 compartments if we learn to master this way of breathing. You ever seen someone laying in a hospital, pretty healthy person, and they're breathing in and out in the machine, and it's a long breath, as I'm encouraging us to begin to practice. It's the same scenario. This helps so much, and one of the reason why I learned to do it excuse me, was anger. This is a method that you could teach. I teach youth. We could teach our children and children around us and grown-ups. When we are faced with traumatic episodes, situations, usually we stop breathing. We think, we get real tense, and it's hard for our brain to properly function. let alone our many organs. But I've noticed if you take a step back, think, and breathe with this elongated methods, you will be very less likely to make a mistake. You are being a health conscious participant to the totality of your being. So I ask you, breathe in. If you're doing it right, you will begin to feel a tingle that happens in your brain, in your mind, in your spine, in your chest. And this is positive activity, as when we eating a great nutritious meal. It's the same thing. When we get a level of healthiness about ourselves and we eat 80-90% fully healthy, nutritious meal, you can feel the vibration that comes from it. And it's a beautiful experience. And I would love to get you and your children to a point where you can enjoy this positive, pleasurable indulgence. See, I studied many things along with physical fitness, being a dietitian. And what I found out is that it was all incomplete. So I studied many religions and other different arts and methods from across the world and came up with my own way in which to help people live a life more abundantly, to extend the life expectancy. See, I'm not here to just help you lose gut. I'm not here to get you a shapely booty, although we could do some of that. It's going to happen. But mainly, I want to help you increase your life expectancy and help you with functionality. That's so your organs and body is functioning effectively. So many of us worry about how we look when if we are not functioning properly, this is the chief concern we must have going into the future. How I look is just a small component to this great grand life we have. This I do in a method of simplicity of words that is easy to understand. So the first lesson of breathing is a very valuable piece of exercising and health. It helps with the cognitive thinking. Try it. Try it in your day. Try it at work. You will see that it's like your neurons or connectives, they are working more effectively. In the face of conversations, don't just anticipate to speak. Yeah, I hear you. This is a very valuable tool, and I'm so blessed to offer this to you. I have many more that I will partake upon to deliver to you and your family's lineage.